Thank you very much. Distinguished speakers, distinguished audience, dear directors of the board, and dear DI Serbia team, it's of course a great pleasure for me and a great honor to be here with you today for this very special opportunity. I actually landed in the airport yesterday, no surprise, in Belgrade airport, and as you know, the name of the airport is Nikola Tesla. So probably you know, and I'm looking at Jelena, you know that Tesla is the name of a brand for luxury cars, American luxury cars. But it's not only the name for luxury cars. Of course, Nikola Tesla first was born in, I think I checked that he was born in Croatia, but he was from Serbia, he's Serbian. And he was a physicist, a scientist. He was a genius inventor, a genius experimentator. So you could wonder, is there any relation with deposit insurance? Of course, yes. Of course, yes. Because he was a man gifted with a very special gift for experimentation, for experience, and he was a man of vision. And these are the two elements that we also, as deposit insurers, need to get. Practitioners, views, practice, and vision at the same time. So I'll try to give you a few words about this sort of vision about what we have to do. I have to confess that I used to think, I was younger at that time, that anniversaries were not that useful. But getting older, I changed somehow. And I realized that actually anniversaries are really important because they give you some time to think, just to think about the past, assessing the past, and also about the future. You could use anniversary to design your future because you will take the time for this. Talking about the DIS Serbia, the DIS Serbia is probably the best placed to assess what they have done in the past, what the progress have been. I just think that they have been really tremendous, and that the DIS Serbia is now closer and closer to what we call the EU acquis, thanks to the determination of the authorities, thanks also to the determination of the DIS Serbia itself. Still, I also understand that some steps have to be made for the future. So I heard that some challenges are to be faced. Looking forward, you will have to change probably, probably is not the right word, you will have to adjust the coverage level in Serbia, and this is going to be, of course, a financial challenge. You will have to also to cover large legal entities. You will have to go towards risk-based contributions, and we know, as Governor Mikunia knows perfectly, that this is also a technical and a supervisory challenge at the same time, not an easy one. You will have to use covered deposits instead of eligible deposits. Sorry to be technical here, but for practitioners from deposit insurance, they know that this is a real challenge because banks will have to change for declaring their deposits this way, covered deposits instead of eligible deposits, and for the DIS Serbia, it's going to be a challenge too. Not to talk about also another financial challenge, which is the target ratio. So I'm just mentioning here those challenges because they are there, but I'm also very confident, given the progress already made that the IA Serbia will definitively meet with those challenges. I have to tell you also, to the IA Serbia and here to the audience, that EFDI EU members are very eager to welcome you in the EU community, EFDI EU community. Let's say when time comes, because this is not a decision that EFDI could make, of course. So we are eager to welcome you. Now remember also that EU regulation is not, as they say in English, a bed of roses. It's a difficult regulation. For the best, by the way, for the best. I'm not criticizing it. And I'm always struck by the number of challenges that even us, EU deposit insurers, still have to face to go forward a better, stronger regulation. So we have on our plate for the years to come an ongoing review of the implementation of our standards, the Deposit Guarantee Scheme Directive in the EU. We will have also a lot of work with EBA guidelines, a pleasure that you will discover probably later on. We will go also for more stringent regulations in the field of AML issues, stress testing, less and less national options. And we have also a number of topics on our table to deal with, such as broader mandates for deposit insurers, better resolution framework, and some other technical challenges that I won't mention more here. But let me say that to the DIA Serbia that again, we are eager to welcome you in the EU committee, and that you don't need to be an EU member to follow as soon as now the works that EFDI pursues in those fields. I think it might be interesting for the IA Serbia to anticipate this way, if you are willing to, on the EU membership, working with us, EU members, in the EFDI EU committee on the concrete implementation of our standards, because I think that we learned a lot together in sharing our experience in those works, in those implementations criteria. And as you know, EFDI being based on practitioners' view, we are always eager to exchange with you, the IA Serbia, about your practice and about our practices. We are always happy to share this, and especially with Deposit Insurer, which has charted its path towards the EU acquis with such determination and with such a success. I understood that in Serbia some ongoing legislative works will soon complete those achievements and will fill the remaining gaps that could take place with the EU acquis. But this is another sign of your determination, and I want, of course, to congratulate you for this. And, of course, I will conclude in wishing you a splendid 30th anniversary, the IA Serbia. Thank you very much.